Hi, I'm Alessandra, and welcome back to another episode of Reel Reactions. I'm here at the AMC Lowe's in Boston, and we are doing the movie Hellboy this week. It's getting a little hot in here, guys. Am I right? I think this movie's feeling the heat, but in a good way? I don't know. Let's hear some reactions.
We face every threat there is, and yet you take me in.
Hello, son.
Made me a goddamn weapon.
Where's my fucking violin?
Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Out there's a 5th century sorceress who wants to bring down the curtain on London and the world.
Great. Homework.
So you just came out of the movie Hellboy. What did you think?
It was a very fun movie. I really enjoyed it. It's a different take from the original trilogy, last two movies.
Awesome.
You know what? I didn't have a lot of expectations with it, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, like, I've seen the other two, and like the first one I literally probably didn't see in full until like last year, and the other one I got dragged to by friends, but it's like, honestly, it wasn't really that bad. I mean, I did see a lot of bad things about it online, but I mean, you gotta see it for yourself and then make your opinion on that.
Okay, well, it did get 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, but you're saying don't believe it and see it for yourself?
I mean, I saw Venom, and Venom was pretty. They trashed Venom too, so, and that one was also pretty good. So I think it just, I mean, opinion.
Cool.
You know what? I actually really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would because this is a reboot and, you know, the new casting and different stories and such, but actually it was pretty daggone fun.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite part without spoiling it?
A lot of the fight scenes were very interesting. A lot of good mixture of practical and digital effects.
Okay, my favorite part would be a huge spoiler. I will say that it felt like the trailer actually gave something away. And then when I saw it in the movie, I'm like, oh, I guess that's okay. And then I'm like, oh, no, it's not. So it's one to take with a grain of salt, but that was my favorite scene. And it looked really stupid in the trailer. In the movie, it actually looked pretty awesome.
Very cool. Are you a fan of comic books?
Yes and no. I like certain arcs. I like Hellboy is definitely a very interesting story arc for sure.
Awesome.
I don't know if you all can zoom in and see the ring.
I am a comic book fan.
Do you have a favorite comic?
Probably Aquaman right now.
Very cool choice. Now, who would you recommend this film to? Anyone? Or, you know, comic fans?
I mean, comic fans can go to it, but we all know how that usually turns out. But, so I just say whoever is honestly just willing to go see it. But it's a good movie, just simple, dumb fun. And that's how I saw it.
It's definitely a really fun movie to watch. Just like good escape.
Yes and no, actually. If you're a big fan of the earlier movies, the Guillermo del Toro, I might say stay away from those unless you really dug the Hellboy franchise itself, because this one was a huge departure, and this one relied a lot more on CG than practical effects. I think people would go in with too much of a chip on their shoulder. But besides that, if you're a comic book fan, I think you'd enjoy it. If you're a Hellboy fan, you'll definitely enjoy it. I noticed a lot of Easter eggs from the comics in there too. So definitely for comic book fans. If you're a casual moviegoer, there are other things out.
What did you think?
I was not a big fan, actually. I'm a big comic book fan. You know, I do a lot of reading, collecting, and I have a lot of Hellboy comics, and this did not live up to my expectations, I don't think. The CGI was not great. I think the best part of the film was probably the last 3 minutes. Yeah, it was just waiting for something good to happen, and it finally did, so yeah.
Oh no. What did you think?
Same. I didn't think it was very good. I've seen the originals recently, and those ones are even better, even though those are, 15 years old at this point.
Yeah.
I felt like this film was going at like 1.5 speed for almost all of it. It just felt like there was nothing, like there was no time to breathe. It was tonally all over the place. Like parts of it were funny, and then other parts of it were like needlessly violent, which was like, actually not even violent, just like creepy.
Yeah.
It was like creepy and gross. And it wasn't.
It didn't look good.
No. It was a tough. I don't know. There were parts of it. I don't want to like crap all over the movie, but
Gotcha. So on Rotten Tomatoes, it received 8%. Would you agree with that, or is it a little too harsh?
You know, it's hard to go off of Rotten Tomatoes, mostly because it's an aggregate system. You know, they don't do the reviews itself, but I would probably, on like a 100% scale, give it about an 8%. Yeah.
Yikes.
I mean, it's still got some competence. I think. Even if the last 3 minutes are the best 3 minutes, those were kind of cool. And like, it does do some creative stuff. I thought David Harbour was good as the guy, or as Hellboy. But yeah, I wouldn't put it much higher than 8%, but I don't think 8% is totally fair.
Gotcha. So would you recommend this film to anyone else?
None of my friends.
Noted.
I'd say just if like you like the comic, then maybe. I don't know anything about the comic, but like I guess it's cool to see a character that you like on screen at the very least. But like if you don't have interest in it, I'm not gonna try and convince anyone to go see this. That's for sure.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
Be my king. We belong together, you and I.
We do, but this is not gonna work, you know, because I'm a Capricorn and you're fucking nuts!
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Reel Reactions. I'm Alessandra, and there's nobody else here. Although our reactions may be a little bit hellish and a little bit racy, they're always real.